Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time this reach you, I greet you. You already know what this is. It's daily content with me and EJ and Robert Lee. Hi, Papa. How you doing? You just ate a few minutes ago. You don't have to potty yet, do you? Okay, let me tell them what I need to tell them, and then I'm gonna take you out. You with it? Okay, cool. With that being said, my topic of discussion for today is I hear this so much. People always say, man, I want to write a book. 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 Well, I wrote one. Wasn't as hard as I thought it was, but the process was completely different than the one I use now. Then I wrote another one. And I used the same process and I kind of got the same results. Then I wrote another one. Yeah. Yeah. Then, I took a break for a minute because I didn't know if that was for me. And then I wrote another one. Now I'm in the process of writing another one. But enough about me. That ain't what this about. You want to write a book? Let me tell you the first place that you start at writing a book. You got to start writing it. Now, I know that may come off as aggressive, but it's real. The only way you're going to write a book is if you actually write it. Now, how do you write a book? You start writing it. You just start putting words together and making sentences, and sentences turn into paragraphs, and paragraphs turn into chapters, and chapters turn into books. If you get what I'm saying. But if you don't know how to write a book, let me tell you. Pick a story, any story, whether it be fiction or nonfiction. Pick the story that you want to tell. Then find you a computer or iPhone or Android, your notes. You could write a book using any device that you possibly could get your hands on as long as you could connect the internet to it. And then start telling the story. Pick a certain part of the story that you want to start at and a part of the story where you want it to end, and then start telling the story. Yeah. If you want it to be long, if you want it to be short, however you want to tell the story, but tell the story from the beginning. Put in whatever interesting facts or little quiz or tidbits that you want to add in there to make it interesting. The best way to kind of write is how you talk. So that'll give you another little piece of information or gem, you would call it, on how to put your book out. Tell the story the way that you would tell the story, as if you were telling it to yourself. Don't worry about the reader. Don't worry about who you writing it for. Write it for yourself. Then give it to the world. I would give you all of these instructions right now, but it don't make sense because before we can ever talk about publishing a book, you got to write it first. So leave the title of the book that you're going to write in the comment section, and I'm going to keep up with you. I'm going to help you. I am going to be invested in it because I want to show you what I've learned. But before I can show you what I've learned, you got to actually have the material to do it with. I know I keep saying this, but I'm just using it as motivation for whoever watching this that want to learn about publishing books. The first thing you got to do is write it. At least start writing it, and then you can finish it. Because if you start it, you can finish it. But you got to start writing it. You got to put the pen to the paper, put the text to the keyboard or whatever. However it is that you write your books, you going to have to, you know what I'm saying? You going to have to write it. If you want to see one of mine, I literally got, I'm talking about, I wrote this with my hands in prison, right? Whole little book. It's called Degree to Get You Every Time. It's about a friend of mine. I'm sorry, I went back to me, but I got the book I'm writing right now. And while I'm writing this book, I am going to give y'all the game that I learned. There's no reason in me keeping it to myself. And the one thing my mama used to tell me when I was growing up is that when you get a lot of something, right, you got to put it down for you to get some more. Once you get too much and you can't carry it the way that you're supposed to carry it, you got to put some of that stuff down, give it away, sell it, do whatever you going to do with it. But you have to get rid of it so you can open up the room for something new and improved to take the place of it. You know what I'm talking about? So this is going to be the game section of my website or my YouTube or wherever I'm going to post this video. I ain't really sure yet. I'm just recording it right now so I could post it later. I'm actually gonna post it as soon as I'm finished recording it, but that's just how I be. You don't have to follow my lead. You do not have to do what I be doing because I do not know what I be doing. I just be doing it. And that is what gives me an edge because procrastination has killed more dreams than failure. Yep. I'm saying not trying is never gonna be the excuse that I have for something not going the way that I want it to go. Just like this video, I want you to start writing your book so we can do it together. And I could walk you through the process of doing it together while I'm doing it. And it'll give me good daily content because I put maybe 1,000 to 1,500 words a day into the computer that I'm using. I'm using a MacBook. Let me give you my little setup right fast. I'm using a MacBook Pro. It's an old one. Don't ask me, man. I bought it a long time ago and I've been using it, right? I'm using the program that come with Mac. It's Pages now, right? But it used to be iBooks. I use that format to write my book, right? It's not the format I use to publish it. It's just the format I use to write it because when I'm finished writing it, I can transfer the files to a different program because what I figured out is this stuff's so simple. When I say it's so easy to put a book out after you wrote it and you done typed it and you got it ready to be published somewhere, man, it's so easy. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like 4 or 5 steps that you got to take to make it make sense for you, and then straight to publishing. It don't take nothing but a couple days. And if you want to know how I know, I took some stories that I be writing of a series that I have called SOML, Stories of My Life. I took a couple of the stories that I wrote and I published them to my Amazon and my Kindle in a series format because I'm going to drop one every month. Yeah, that's going to be my thing for the new year. I'm going to drop a story in the series SOML every month, which means I'm going to have to put a couple thousand words to the page every day to make sure that I can keep up with that deadline. But I am. So first thing first, in putting out a book, you have to write it. If you already got your book wrote, then just come hang out with me and get these little interesting tidbits that go with it because we all need it. Sometimes we just need a little help, a little encouragement to get us where we going. And I'm here to give it to you. And I got EJ and Robert Lee to make it even better. Cause when I get to writing, I be in the bed, they be in the bed with me. I'm talking about we be having a ball while I'm trying to get this book done because I want to put this book and another one out real soon so I can set myself up to be free for the SOML series. Other than that, what else? First, write the book, right? First, get started on the book if you haven't got started on the book. Then finish it, right? And then we can get into the proofreading section of that and grammar and this, that, and the third, which for me is completely different because I write how I talk. My books are like me telling you the story. That's why I do audio books too, to make it where it makes sense. I would prefer to be the one to tell you my story. So when I write my story, I tell it to you like I'm telling you the story. I'll even talk to you and ask you questions, knowing you can't respond to me when I'm writing it, but that's just how I talk. That's my formula. I'm not telling you to use it, but it might work for you. That's all I'm saying. I'm giving you my formula. I'm not trying to tell you exactly what to do. I'm gonna just show you how I do it, right? And you might want to put your little twist on it, and you do it the way I'm gonna give you the format that I use, and hopefully it'll help you to surpass where I'm at. If you get what I'm saying. Yeah. Now, I told you first, write the book, right? Then after you write the book, man, we gonna start making this make sense once you got the book wrote. And if you already got your book wrote, right? I was gonna tell you to send me a message on Instagram and I'll give you the game right fast and quick. But that'll take away from me doing these little videos and having daily content. And I don't really want to do that. But if you got it done, send me a message anyway. I want to know so we can start discussing it, right? I can send you a little bit of mine, you can send me a little bit of yours. We can go back and forth. We camaraderie, you know what I'm saying? Interaction and all the things that make life worth living. Now, other than that, y'all enjoy y'all day and y'all be safe. I'm finna get Robert Lee up and take him outside. He ate, so I know it's almost time for him to go potty. Come on, Papa. Y'all know my slogan, right? Ain't no reason to me. Enjoy the show or change the channel. And please tell somebody that you know to follow my YouTube. I'm trying to turn it all the way up. Please. 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 Can't say I didn't beg you. Good day. Come on, Robert Lee. Come on, Ed and Jane, let's go outside. Come. Come. Come on. You so pretty. Come on. Come on, Robert Lee. Come on. Come on, Papa. Come on. Come on. Good shit. Good shit. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, Papa. I'm gonna wait on you. Go outside. Thank you. Hey now.